What's going on, everybody? Hello, everybody. Let me see where this game is today. What channel's Orange Bowl on? It's the Orange Bowl on ESPN. It's on ESPN. It's going to be fun. It is true, Seminole. I saw we just got a transfer from you now. He only has like one recorded tackle, and I'm going to butcher his name. Let me see what his name is. Ayobami Tafase. You know anything about this kid? 6'4", 299 pounds. Recorded one tackle during his time in Tallahassee. He's from Baltimore. Why was he not playing is the question. Is it just you were so talented on defense, especially on the defensive front, he wasn't playing, or is there something else going on? Because we've been burned before. Let me find the game real quick. We've got to wait for Ole Miss Penn State to finish up. It looks like Ole Miss is going to win this one. Yeah, Lions are out of timeouts. They got to try and strip the ball. How are you guys doing? And you're reading that right. Most of these are from Florida State, but total opt-outs, 38 players in this game between declaring for the draft, entering the portal, 38 players. Pretty much we had a lot of depth, but I wouldn't predict too much of an impact. Yeah, that's what I said about Kennard leaving us and going to South Carolina. And it's not just sour grapes. He was a starter for us. It's just we weren't very good up front. Georgia should beat Florida State today. Yeah, that's kind of like water is wet, as Pete likes to say. I mean, what's the line on this game? Georgia, Florida State line. It's got to be Georgia by like 14 or something at a minimum. Just tell me what it is. 21. Georgia's a 21-point favorite. The over-under point total is 46. Money line for Florida State's plus 864. You get almost 9 times your money. You take Florida State upright. Or outright. Upright. Georgia's 4-8-1 against the spread this year. Florida State 7-1 in their last game as an underdog. Oh, we got Sea-Dog in here. Hold on one second. Let me mute this. Bring you on. Oh, man. Oh, you're freezing up, dude. You froze up on us, and I've got to size my...
Oh.
There he is. What's going on, buddy?
Hey, man.
You back in at home, or are you at somewhere on the East Coast?
Yeah, I'm home.
Nice.
Where you going? Come here. There's this stray cat. I just let her inside. But yeah, man. I'm back home finally. I got home late last night, and it's been sweet. I'm glad to be home.
I gotta fix this ratio here because I'm all stretched. What's the best way to do this? We've got to make this bigger, I guess. That's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. It's the only way. It's the only way. Na. Frosted Flakes.
You don't got to do all that. My phone's about to die, so you don't got to do all that.
Oh, you're not going to be able to
I
stay
could
on the
jump
whole
on
time?
with you if you. I could jump on if you want. I could go get on my computer, but I wanted to. I wanted to. Just jump on and show off my.
You got
my
your
support.
Florida State hat on, man.
Yep, that's right. I don't get to wear this that much.
C-Raw says you're a
Yeah.
man of your word. What if I do it like this?
I am.
That's how we do it.
What did I say? What did I say?
No. I'm just saying this might be better. Maybe not. Maybe
He
not.
says I'm a man of my word. How?
Because you got your Florida State hat on.
Did I say something about Florida State?
Well, wearing the hat. Did you say you were going to wear your hat?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay. What are you talking about then?
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. I know he's been wanting me to bring back the hats, but dude, the reason I didn't wear the hats was because it causes them to win. So I stopped wearing them and they stopped winning. Like, well, at least they're not in the playoffs, so that's good enough for me. You know?
I heard that, dude. Have you seen? We've got the stat on the screen. 38 opt-outs in this game.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
All right.
That's ridiculous.
Why did it? I will fix this. I will fix it. No. All right, we'll do it like that. And maybe like this. Maybe we'll put this over here. Maybe we'll do away with this. Where'd you go? Oh, there he is.
Sorry, I clicked something by accident. Where'd you go, kitty? The kitty ran off.
All right. Sorry, you're going to have to see me do some live editing here, guys. We'll get it.
I can jump out if you need to.
No.
Work on something.
You just don't leave me.
My phone's on low battery. Anyway, do you want me to turn my screen like that? It's because I'm on my phone. Is that better?
Yeah.
Meow. There she is. Meow. Hey, little baby. Meow. She's a stray cat that I found. Meow. She's very sweet.
Tell the people how your holidays were, Sea-Dog.
Well, I went to Massachusetts to see my wife's family, so that was nice. And then, we just got back last night, but pretty much just visiting with her family up in Massachusetts the whole time. So.
Was Santa good to you? Did Timmy Claus bring you anything?
Well, Timmy Claus sent me a cool shirt, so yeah, but I haven't really done Christmas yet.
Oh, that's right, like with your family and stuff.
Right. Or with my wife. We were gonna do it maybe tonight or in the morning. I got the cat with me. Sorry, that's my granny's terrible dog.
No,
He's scared of the cat. He's scared of the cat. I got the cat with me. Look who I got. Yeah, you know. Sorry, he's annoying.
Window capture. No, that's not what I want. Display capture. Sea-Dog. Oh, I already have you. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I'm not, dude. I'm like, am I OBS champ? There we go. As it should be. Well, all right, guys. Let me roll through the chat here and see who's all in here. True Seminole, good to see you in here. Says this is going to be fun. Pretty much, we have a lot of depth. Okay, yeah, we're asking about the Florida State transfer that came to Tech. Cody Haskins said Georgia should beat Florida State today. Well, that's true. That's true. John Burns, good to see you in here. Watching a Tech man wear a Florida State hat. Well, Sea-Dog roots against Georgia. Sea-Dog, who are you rooting for in this game? We'll get his word in a second. C-Raw says, still love you, though. C-Raw loves you. C-Raw loves Sea-Dog. John Burns says, go ACC. Colby Covers says, nice hat. Mike Jones, Georgia gonna whoop that ass. Seems like that. And Uncle Lou just says, FSU sucks. You're messing the stream up, Sea-Dog. We're gonna have like a two-screen thing here, I guess, until he gets back. David Turk says, are you going to track how many FSU players opt out during the game? Yes, we will be tracking this at halftime. I guess I just need to lean to one side so it's not disorienting until C-Dog gets back. I will, if there's any players that opt out during halftime, we'll track that. If you want a stat track, because I thought this was fun last night. We'll up to 6 stats. If you super chat $5 or more, any stat you want to track, the number of times the ref gets knocked down, and it's probably beholden to just whatever nonsense goes on in the game. You know, like during the Ohio State game, Missouri, we tracked punt yards and offensive total yards because there was way more punt yards than there were total offense with both teams combined. At one point, there were more punts than there were first downs. So, I think that'll be fun. All right. Nick L says, so are the opt-outs all transferring? No. This is people declaring for the NFL, people who entered the portal, people who just opted out, counting transfers and opt-outs. LMAO. Well, I thought it was fitting. I mean, when you hit above like 25, I think it's a good stat to track. Because like last night, and this is not throwing shade at Florida State fans, this game might not be that fun without injecting some fun otherwise into it. That's all, you know. That's all I'm saying. C-Dog, you get your roof done. We'll ask him when he gets back. Sir UGA, what's going on, man? Good to have you in here. Says, sup, golfing bro, go Dogs. Is C-Dog in the forest? He's not. He's not in the forest. I think it'll be easier for me to be on this side now. Oh, C-Dog texted me. He says he's joining on his computer. All right, we're a few minutes before kick here. And just to give the stats again, Georgia's a 21-point favorite in this game. Over under point total, is 46. If it's over, then it'll be because Georgia blows them out and scores 40 points. I would probably, I don't know if I would take the under because there's been a ton of Florida State defensive starters that have opted out, right? The money line is plus 864 for Florida State. Now, if you're going to be an idiot and bet on sports, Georgia is 4-8-1 against the spread this season. Seminoles are 7-1 in their last 8 games as an underdog. Now, that goes back to last season, so I don't think you put much weight into that. But, yeah. 38 opt-outs. Georgia Tech has a Florida State defensive line transfer. I'll try and pronounce his name again. Ayobami Taifasi. Mufasa. Only recorded one tackle during the season, 6'4", 299 pounds. So I don't really know what we're getting with him. All I know is we need bodies at the defensive line. We've had like 8 people transfer out off of our defensive line, so it's not good. Anyways, this game could be a record for interceptions. I don't know. I would think Florida State's going to try and run the ball. They do have 3 running backs that have opted out, though, so they might not be able to pass or run. Is Sea-Dog at the Dunwoody Tavern watching the game? I don't know. Couldn't tell you. We're 13-20 till kick. Now, I think the only notable ones for Georgia that won't be playing, Brock Bowers didn't travel with the team. And correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, I haven't looked at it. By the way, the tattoo that Carson Beck has, I'm not a fan of. If you're going to get a tattoo, you got to get it where you can cover it up. Got to. Having one on your wrist, an arm like this, I don't really get. Does Georgia have any other starters not playing? Is Lad McConkey playing? Adam Pugh says, "What's up, Breck? Love your videos, man. Really excited about Coach Simpson. I played for him at Buford. He's a great man and even better coach." Yeah, that's a really good get for Tech. Coached at Buford for like 11 years, over a decade. Been at Miami, been at Duke, been at a few Power 5 places. Been pretty effective everywhere he's been. I think that's a win for Tech and in the coaching hire circle. We just need a DC now. Our kicker has a hole tattoo on his entire kicking leg. That may be not picking. You mean nitpicking? Yeah. I just I don't like it. I have one tattoo and I regret it. But at least 18-year-old dumbass WreckTalk in Panama City was smart enough to get it where I could cover it up. And when I got the tattoo, they didn't tell me until after I got it, "Oh, well, you can't get sun on this. You can't get chlorine on it. You can't get salt water on it, or anything like that." And I'm like, "Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm down here for 2 weeks. Now it looks like crap." It is me. What are you doing to me, Sea-Dog? I need you back in here. I need you. I tell you what I could do. It is me, B-Bean. Aiden Beer, he has a tattoo on his kicking leg. I haven't noticed it, but we kind of played hokey pokey with kickers, so that might be why. I'll tell you what I can do to fix this. While we wait for Sea-Dog to get in. Where's Twitter? Did y'all watch that game last night, Ohio State and Missouri? That was something else. Should be close to kick now. Are you serious with this? Yes, it's me. I have to two-way authenticate everything. I get like an email a day from some guy in India trying to scam me on my channel saying, "Oh, I can help you with this, that, or the other." Yeah. I was born on a day, but it wasn't yesterday. Come on. Confirm whether it's you. Yes, it's me. It's Ernest T. All right. For some reason, it won't let me log into StreamYard on my phone. I don't know why. To fix this. Bizarre. A lot of people picked Ohio State to win. Ohio State's backup quarterback went down in that game. I made a bet with my girlfriend. There he is. Everything is as it should be now.
Hey.
What's going on, man? Who are you rooting for in this game?
Who am I rooting for in this game? Have to go with Florida State in this one. Just no particular reason.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
No particular reason. I just the ACC gotta bring it home for the ACC, right?
Yep. No, I was reading someone else's comment. I don't have a girlfriend now. And it's best that way. You know, some people's star shines too bright, and it intimidates the ladies. That's what I've found. They don't want you to look better than them. They don't want to see you ball. You know what I'm saying, C-Dog?
Yeah. Honestly, I don't know why you're streaming this game. It's going to be a terrible game.
Well, last night was a terrible game, and that was a really good stream for me. So I just figured, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm sure we'll stream the national title game, and I want you to come over. And we had like 6,200 people watch that stream last night, and so I'm gonna go to the pizza place. I ordered pizza live on the show, and I didn't realize they were gonna be like, okay, what's your phone number? Is this your name?
Yeah.
I was like, oh, hold on.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be like, hey, I will shamelessly shill Blue Moon if you just provide the pizza for us.
Yeah. Steven texted me and asked, like, we should go to WreckTalks for the playoff games.
It's the premier place to be, man.
And it is. You got it going on over there. So I was like, okay, I'll ask him. But then you brought it up, so.
And at halftime, if you wanted, we could stream some Super Smash Brothers, and we'll see
that's what we always do. We'll put we at halftime we take a break and play Smash.
So I'll send you a picture of, I don't think you've seen this new setup I have where I've mounted my consoles above my monitors.
Yeah. My wife's got my phone right now, so.
Oh, your phone just died, didn't it?
I charged it up a little bit, but she's got it right now.
Oh, I can send it to your Twitter.
Yeah, do that.
All right. Well, it's like Florida State's about to come out of the tunnel. I thought C-Dog was a Georgia Tech fan. He is. What are you talking about?
You didn't know my second favorite team?
Who?
It's whoever's playing Georgia.
I guess that would be Florida State today. So you're going to go from rooting for Florida State, and then we play them to open the season next year.
Same thing happened with, like, Clemson, right? Or something?
Yeah. By the way, I said it before as people come in, whatever meaningless stat you want tracked. Last night we tracked total punt yards because that was about 5 times as many yards as the total offensive yards combined. Super chat $5 or more with whatever stat you want tracked, you know. Number of times a ref gets knocked down, number of times a helmet comes off, number of missed penalties. We'll track it for you. All right, they got that spear stuck right in midfield. I think it's over now. Is it
I just saw
over?
your picture. It looks cool, man. I didn't know you had a PS5.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got a
That's badass.
PS5.
That's badass.
PlayStation is superior to Xbox. I don't want to
Yeah,
start
I've
a
always,
whole debate, but
I've always been a PlayStation guy.
now the reason is if you have a PC, there's no reason to have an Xbox because you can play the same games on PC by default.
No, Joel has. What is above my head? Are you talking about my Christmas tree? That's our Christmas tree this year in the camper.
Nice.
I made this snowflake. What, babe? Wow. How about that? How do I take this off? I made this snowflake.
Oh, you mean a Georgia
Cool.
fan? You made a Georgia fan?
Yeah. Okay, we can do that. After I stream this football game. Yeah, I made it.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you know who's not playing for Georgia? I think Brock
No.
Bowers and McConkey. I don't know if anyone like starters for them. People that
Is
would
Bowers
affect them.
hurt? Is that what it is? Because I know he would never opt out. Is he hurt?
Well, you can't ever tell. You know, when he played us, he was hurt. He was not hurt. They were just resting him because we were so awful in their minds. And then when they played Bama, he was hurt all of a sudden. So I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Well, I don't know.
2:30 to kick here.
Nick L says, you look like you play Halo. I'm surprised y'all aren't Xbox fans. That's funny. I don't know what that means. I look like I play Halo.
Well, Halo, Sea Dog's a little young for the original Halo. I got the original Halo, and it was the bomb. That's when Xbox was good, though.
Mm-hmm. I used to play, I don't know. PlayStation doesn't have a ton of good, PlayStation originals. I guess The Last of Us and,
What?
Infamous.
What? Horizon Zero Dawn, Horizon Forbidden West.
I'm kind of thinking
Bloodborne.
a little older than that. Those are new, right?
No. Well,
But
Forbidden West is like a year or two old.
I also never played Horizon. The Spider-Man games are exclusive, aren't they?
Yep.
No?
Baseball games are exclusive.
That's right. So yeah, I do like the Spider-Man games. The new ones they've been coming out with are a lot of fun.
They are.
Except for when they make you play as Mary Jane. That shit is lame.
Mech, I appreciate it. Says, I'm so glad you guys do these live streams for real. Thanks. Well, we appreciate it, man. It wouldn't be any fun without you guys. You guys are what make it fun.
Yeah, Last of Us. I freaking love the Last of Us.
Yeah, Last of Us, God of War, Spider-Man.
I never got into God of War, but
PlayStation owns the exclusives.
I've got my GT on still. You know what I also have is that I never put on is my Virginia Tech stuff. I'm going to come out with a video soon. I did a campus visit to Virginia Tech. I don't really like them per se, but in fact, I very much dislike them. But I actually thought their campus was really cool and their stadium was cool, and I want to go back and see a game
Now,
there.
but tell the people about what was backwards, because it's something that hits close to home for me.
So the place I stayed at was this hostel, and I go in to, take a dump, and the freaking toilet is left-handed toilet. So you sit down on the toilet, there's a wall right here to your right, and then there's an open space to your left with the toilet paper. So it's you got to reach to your left to grab the toilet paper, and then if you want to wipe with your right hand, it's hard because there's a wall right here. So it's I sent it to WreckTalk, and it made me think of him because of how much he hates left-handedness. And I was like, man, you wouldn't believe what they freaking got going on.
And it forces you to do the devil's wipe, a left-handed wipe.
Yeah.
Or you're going to have to stand up.
Right. I was kind of able to awkwardly fit my right arm in between the wall and the toilet and wipe my ass with my right hand, but it wasn't pleasant.
All right, Georgia will kick off. Florida State will get the ball, and they'll bring it out
to the 10.
And he barely gets to the 10, if that. All right, not a great start.
What's your play clock at?
Hold on. It's at 33.
I'm at 30. I'm at. Damn it! Now it's too small.
Something I've never heard before.
23, 22, 21. I'm a little ahead of you.
Hold on.
Pause it for like a second. All right, we should be good.
Well, I paused for a second.
We got Brock Glenn, bro. Brock Glenn.
I'm at 10 seconds. All right.
For Tech fans, this will be like if Brody Rhodes was playing.
They'll hand the ball off and get about 4.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you can run on Georgia now. It's like it's not an issue anymore. You know?
Yeah.
It's not an issue anymore.
Notable missing players. Rodemaker, Benson, Tyafili, Wilson, Coleman, and they're tied in. They have like 5
Why
stars.
wouldn't Rodemaker play, dude?
They'll throw second and 6 and pick up the first. Nice.
This is the classic Georgia first drive, touchdown drive. Right?
Yep. Happens every time.
Every time. They better not blow it.
That was like a stick concept. They all ran like short curl routes. All right, 1st and 10 for Florida State. Up to the 21 now, their own 21. They'll hand it off again off tackle. He'll stick his foot in the ground, get upfield, pick up maybe 3. Imagine getting whooped by Maryland. Yeah. The Devil's wipe? Yeah, if you wipe with your left hand. Like, do you think Pete wipes with his left hand? Like, that just angers me. Anyways.
We would have beat Auburn if we would have got them. You know.
All right, 2nd and 7 for Florida State.
We would have beat Auburn.
Looked like Georgia was offsides there. Someone was offsides. They'll hand it off for no gain, but that was a weird-looking play to me. This guy's mustache game is pretty weak, too. Florida State's quarterback. Like, if you can't grow a Tom Selleck, like, you just need to hang that up. 3rd and 6 for Florida State. About 12:53 to go in the first. See if Florida State can convert a 3rd and 6. They'll throw.
Hell no.
And it'll be incomplete. I'll tell you what, though. What's their quarterback's name? Glenn?
Brock Glenn?
He does not look bad thus far. Like, I know that was off target, but he looks like he's got some confidence. He does not look like Ohio State's quarterback last night, in other words.
Yeah. Sometimes the most unexpected, like, when you're like, oh, this team's going to get killed because they're missing so-and-so, can be very unexpected, and they come out and play really well.
We're talking about wiping. Well, we talked about porn stars y'all liked last night, so, I mean, I feel like that's an improvement.
It's a nice bounce to the 20. Nice.
Good punt. Did you listen to any of that stream?
Georgia sons of bitches are about to come out.
Did you listen to any of that stream last night, C-Dog?
I didn't get it. I didn't catch it.
We were talking about Touchdown Tim and how he had a porn star as one of his favorite fans. Really? And I was like, we were like, how did you know? I was like, because they had Brazzers listed. As,
oh, my God.
And I was like, don't you act like you don't know what that is, guys. Do not act like it. And then it just devolved from there. And someone came in right around that time and was like, what is going on? Anyways, all right, Georgia comes out 1st and 10 on their own 20. And they'll run the ball. Missed tackle, 2 missed tackles. They'll pick up about 8.
Is Florida State missing a tumult on their defense?
I believe so, yeah.
Great.
Of this 38 opt-outs, the majority of them are from Florida State.
Right. They had a nasty, nasty defense in that Louisville game.
2nd and 2 for Georgia. They'll run it again, and they'll pick up the first. 2 more missed tackles, And he'll pick up about 10 off that, if not more.
Great. So it begins. I'm not expecting much today, by the way.
No. Touchdown Tim is a living legend. Yes, he is. I aspire to be as petty as him. 1st and 10 for Georgia on their own 42. They'll go empty backfield. So I'm assuming they're going to throw here. They'll throw quick, and it's dropped. Incomplete. Be 2nd and 10 for the Dogs. What's my favorite star? I don't know, man.
My favorite star is probably
P-Star.
Sirius X. Yeah.
I like Alpha Centauri.
Yeah, Alpha Centauri. Oh, you're one of those Alpha Centauri fans.
2nd and 10 for Georgia. They'll throw again. Got time. Complete across the middle. And they're having trouble pursuing Florida State. He picks up, 15 there. Come on now, Florida State. Chris says he has Georgia winning big. I mean, anyone who would bet on the game would have Georgia winning big here. Oh, man. 1st and 10 for Georgia now. They're across midfield. They'll go under center. Play fake. Got time. Oh!
Oh my
Nearly
God.
turned over. They knocked the ball out of Carson Beck's hand. By some miracle, Georgia falls on it. All right.
Dang it.
All right. I see you.
I wish they would have got that. I wish they would have got that.
10:28 to go in the first. Let's see. Oh, man.
He about had it, man. Dang.
What are you doing, dude? You got to
That would
scoop
have been
that
a
up.
fumble, too. He didn't go forward with his arm at all. Dang, I wish I would have got that. 2nd and 20.
All right. They'll do another play fake screen, and it's blown up. They'll lose another 4.
Hell yeah.
Florida State's all the way turned up.
What a shitty offense. They need to just run it. They were doing well with that earlier.
All right, Georgia will be 3rd and 22 here. See what Florida State can do. Don't pull a tech here and let Georgia convert a 3rd and 22.
Dude, how about well, I guess you said you didn't see it, but Kentucky had Clemson on 3rd and 18 to win the game. All they had to do was stop them from converting, and the freaking Clemson converted.
Georgia throws downfield.
Get him.
He
Nice.
makes a cut. They stop him about 4 or 5 yards short.
They're in field goal range now.
Georgia looks like they're going to go for
You
it.
gonna go for it?
How long do you think it takes before Georgia fans talk about firing Mike Bobo in this game? That's probably a stat we should track. The
There's
fan
probably
base
already
meter.
been calls for it. So,
4th and 3, Georgia's going to go for it.
I like that guy's orange hat.
That guy eats a lot of donuts. 4th and 3 for Georgia. They're going for it.
Yeah.
They're going to throw.
Incomplete!
Incomplete.
Let's go. Let's go.
You're a little ahead of me. You pause for like 2 seconds.
Will you pause it for like 2 seconds?
Or,
Ball and chain's got the control.
I'm sorry, 2,000 milliseconds, please.
Okay, there you go.
All right. Georgia stopped on a 4th down conversion.
Let's go.
Is FSU about to win this game? If FSU wins this game, I will not let them live this down.
I won't either.
I tell you, it's showing me an ad where John Travolta is Santa Claus, and it really is disturbing to me. I don't know why.
If they win this game, they should claim a natty, and I would support it.
Yes.
It's not like UCF's fake natty. I would support this if they claim this natty, because you had what you had all these idiots' argument was that Georgia was one of the 4 best teams. So
You can't say that if you drop to Florida State.
yeah. Well, no, it's if they're one of the 4 best teams, then they definitely deserve to claim an Natty. You know.
Yeah. No, I'm saying Georgia can't say they're one of the 4 best teams if they lose to a Florida State team that's got half their starters opted out.
Right. I'm not saying they'll lose, but I mean, well, I am saying they'll lose.
B-Bean says ball and chain. C-Dog just said his ball and chain had the remote. That's not true, guys. How dare you? How dare you? Brian Watson, what's going on, man? What's CO? Commanding officer? You in the military? Georgia's obviously one of the 4 best teams. Give me a break. They're not looking like it right now. If they lose their last 2 games, they're not. Alabama didn't deserve to be in the playoffs. This is the weirdest year ever. Like, instead of calling this the opt-out bowl, I could have called this the "We're gonna sue you" bowl. That, in fact, we're gonna track that stat. That is one stat we will track. Lawsuits. I believe there's currently 2. That as it pertains to this game. Does lawsuits have an E at the end of it? I can't spell. No. I don't know.
My wife just found us some cabinets for our new kitchen.
Nice.
For the kitchen in our house, yeah. These people are remodeling. They're selling their entire cabinet deal. So,
okay. All right, you can take over from here.
You can do it?
Yep.
2nd and 9 for the good guys. And I love how Georgia calls themselves the good guys. Like, can you be any more tone deaf? Fake handoff, and he gets maybe a yard. 3rd down.
Georgia Tech Power 5 champs. Look, I'll take one from Dion's book. Y'all better catch us now, because this is as bad as we're going to be.
Hell yeah. 3rd and 8. Let's see what they can dial up here. If I had to bet my life if they converted or not, I would probably say no. Handoff. It goes nowhere.
Nope.
I live another day.
Did we order food? I ordered food last night on stream. And I didn't think it through when they were about to say my name and my phone number. That would have been a disaster. FSU sues everyone they don't like because they're not good enough to. I don't even fault them for the lawsuit. They're suing the wrong people, though.
Yeah, we can do that.
They need to be suing Disney, not the ACC.
All right, Florida State's going to punt. And it's going to come down. He's going to catch it, field it at the 15, and take it up to, hell, he breaks loose. Gets to the 31. And Florida State squanders another opportunity.
I will make some bratwurst during this stream, though.
Bratwurst?
Does Mrs. Sea Dog not like bratwurst?
I suppose not. Is that like brats?
The sausages?
Yeah.
Is that like the same as brats?
Oh, yeah.
Just sausage with like cheese in it?
Who says bratwurst?
Nobody says bratwurst. It makes it sound grosser.
What?
Because it makes it sound German.
What are y'all, the pork police? All of a sudden, on what you can call this
They don't
stuff?
have good food. You and me both agreed that the Germans don't have good food.
Yeah, but I mean, they have some things that are good. Like they have one thing that's good.
Around here, we call them brats, and it's sausage with cheese in them.
What do you mean around
Okay.
here? What do you mean around here? Like I'm not. This ain't my area too. You trying to push me out of Georgia all of a
No,
sudden?
I'm talking about around these parts.
You about to bring up some small town stuff on me or something? You get canceled over that in a heartbeat,
Around-
son.
Around these parts, get canceled. Dude, I got to shit, man.
You got a
I gotta
shit.
go shit. Yeah, I got to go shit.
All right. Well, I mean, I can handle it.
All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, I can handle things while you're away. Now, is this? There's 6 like degrees. Is this like a stage 3 shit? 4?
Was it the higher number, the more you got to shit, or what?
The more intense, yeah. There's a few metrics, but we won't go into that.
On a scale of 1 to 6,
Yeah.
maybe like there's definitely some urgency. I would say it's maybe a 3.
Okay, yeah. Go
I
take care
can't
of
really wait much longer,
that. All right, go ahead.
and it kind of hurts. So, all right.
All right, go take an UGA, and we'll see you in a minute.
I gotta go take a Georgia. All right.
Sea-Dog TMI, we don't need to know your pooping schedule. Well, guys, you know what you're getting with this stream, like with me on it. Like, we have the peeing thing, like the power piss hour. We have this. We have pee stars. You know, I mean, it's just whenever especially when I think a game is probably not going to be that entertaining, this is what we do. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. That's going back to the 90s. Y'all don't know nothing about that. This is an educational stream. Sometimes we stream the stream. All right, it's going to be 1st and 10. Michigan versus Texas is a national championship game. I got Michigan-Washington. It was singing. 1st and 10 for Georgia. On about their own 30. They'll hand it off. Pick up about 5. Please wash your hands, unlike WreckTalk. Well, I've never taken a crap on stream, though. And, like, if you're going to tell me I'm supposed to wash my hands every time, like, how dirty are y'all's wieners? Like, I keep mine pretty clean. I don't know what to tell you. I use Manscaped. I wish I could do an advertisement for Manscaped. I've been using it for years. 2nd and 5. 2nd and 5 for Georgia. Be another handoff. And he gets about a yard. You've got the Weed Whacker and the Lawnmower 2.0. They're both effective. The Weed Whacker, it's not a great name because it's for your nose hairs. 3rd and 4 for Georgia. They hurry up to the line. They also have the best, like, what do you call it? Like phrase, like advertising phrase, that when you trim the bushes, the trees look bigger. And I can confirm that that's the case. That's 100% true. That's just science. That's science. Washing your hands is not a lot to ask. Let me give you the counter argument. In order to build up your immune system, you have to expose yourself to as many pathogens as possible. In other words, if you just lived in a bubble that was completely sterile your whole life, like a lot of people on the internet actually, your immune system would be ass because it's never had to fight against anything. My immune system has been through some adversity, some true adversity. And that's why I don't get sick. WreckTalk is like a modern time Socrates. That's right. That's right. Bubble Boy. That was a weird movie, man. There was some weird things. Was that Adam Sandler in Bubble Boy? Remember when he tried to do that serious movie? What was it called? Anytime a comedic actor tries to do a serious movie like The Number 23 with Jim Carrey, that was an awful movie. Awful. 20 freaking 3. It's like, yeah, I mean, you could do that with any number. And then if it's 32, oh, well, that's just 23 reversed. Bada bing, bada boom. Jake Gyllenhaal will never recover from Brokeback Mountain. He was on the wrong end of that. Literally. My immune system is performing at an elite level. You have not had a cold, flu, or any sickness for 10 plus years? Do you wash your hands like obsessively? I'm sick every week. What are you talking about? You're stronger every time you see me. I'm stronger every time you see me. In fact, I didn't want to start my truck up and waste gas, but I needed to move it a parking spot over. I just picked the truck up instead of cranking the engine. That's how strong I am. That's how healthy I am. You loved Brokeback Mountain, no homo. I tell you, it's as advertised because Heath Ledger doesn't ask. Okay, I'll just put it like that. He don't ask. And you're like, oh my God. I feel like I just witnessed a crime. I can't quit you. Why don't you just leave me alone? Yeah, I'm telling you, Jake Gyllenhaal will never recover from that. All right, 3rd and 4 for Georgia. Speaking of stuff like that, Georgia's got the ball. Third and 4 for Georgia. 5:49 to go in the first. They'll throw. And it's complete. Big game for Georgia. That'll get them across midfield. You guys in the chat. This is me. Like, I've had to accept, like, what's the common denominator and all of this kind of stuff? It's me. It's me. I create this. I don't look tough. Okay. Georgia 1st and 10. They'll play action. The ball's tipped, incomplete. How does someone look tough? What do they have to do? Kit in the tent. Yeah, if you hear that, you either got to fight or you got to be fast. Something. Distract them. Throw some nail polish out and run or something. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for Georgia. Just across midfield. They'll throw. Ton of time. Complete again. Actually, a really good throw by Beck there. That guy was covered. Be 1st and 10 for Georgia. They'll hand it off. Big hole. Big run. Puts a move on them. Breaks a tackle. And that'll get Georgia in the red zone. Man. Florida State's defense is going to have to bow up here. The win would be to hold Georgia to a field goal. All right. 1st and 10 for Georgia. Come out in a pistol look. They'll hand it off with some misdirection. It fools the cameraman, and that'll be a touchdown for Georgia. He wasn't even touched. How about that? So that gets the hairy dogs on the board there. When did these big goofy hats become a thing you've seen that are like they banned the Braves from using them? You know what I'm talking about? Good play call by Bobo there. They kind of did like a fake end around with the wide receiver and handed it off to the running back right up the middle. Florida State was confused. The cameraman was confused. What are you putting on the brats? Grilled onions, sauerkraut. I don't know if you've heard me talk about this. Georgia will hit the extra point. It'll be 7-0 Georgia in the first here. Condiments are nonsense. I don't know why anyone uses them. Like, if something is good, it's good on its own. You don't need to add anything to it. So when I eat a bratwurst, I boil it, and when it's done, I put it on a bun and I eat it. I don't need some pageantry surrounding the brat. All right. Last night, this goes back to last night. People are talking about putting pineapple on pizza and all of this stuff. And I'm just like, well, I mean, would you put an apple on a pizza? Would you put an orange on a pizza? Condiments are nonsense. Condiments are extra and unnecessary. Like, why would you put ketchup on something? You want tomato, vinegar, sugar? It is pageantry. It's 100% what it is. Condiments are unnecessary pageantry as it pertains to the culinary arts. I don't need a hug, and I don't need condiments. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I've told you guys, the older I get, things have become clearer to me in my life. And what's really clear is condiments irritate me. Because they always want to put it on there without asking you. Like, you go to Waffle House and they got to put pickles. This isn't a condiment, but it might as well be. I don't want pickles. Don't put them on my plate. And I ask them not to put it on my plate, and they put it on my plate anyways. No, I don't. French fries are fine. Just put some salt on there. Spices are different, though. Spices are fine. So you're going to take this nice, delicious, hot French fry with salt on it and put some lukewarm tomato, vinegar, sugar thing on it. Why would you do that? Why? There's no need. There's no need for it. Who are these guys? Oh, me. Not looking good for Florida State up to this point. I mean, how many... Florida State might have what? A handful of offensive yards up to this point? Georgia will kick it off deep in the end zone. They'll take a knee for a touchback. Florida State will take over on the 25. I sound un-American? No, I sound like a guy who's lived life, who knows the truth about condiments. What are y'all? Y'all big condo? Y'all big condo in the chat tonight? See how it is. Yeah, pepper is a spice. It's not a condiment. It's not. 17 total yards for Florida State. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Florida State here. They'll go empty set. They'll throw complete. They'll pick up about 4 or 5 yards there. You could watch a game with me, but you could never eat with me. Why? I'm not saying that you can't use condiments. I'm just saying I choose not to.
Condiments are such an important part of eating.
Dude, shut up. Like, condiments are not. I told them they're pageantry. So they're going to go empty set again with another quarterback. 2nd and 5. They'll hand it off.
Oh.
1st down, Florida State.
Nice.
I'm in love with this club.
Crazy cheese.
Give me some nuggies.
No.
Yes.
No.
Give me some. Right now. Yes. Dude, my wife's not giving me any nuggies, dude.
That sounds
This is some
interesting.
bullshit.
Well, you are allowing that. 1st and 10 for Florida State.
I'm not allowing it for long.
And they'll do a quarterback draw. Is this a wide receiver they have? Or they like doing a
Yeah.
wildcat? He doesn't get but maybe a
Wildcat.
yard there.
You know teams are desperate when they bust out the Wildcat.
All right, so Florida State running that Syracuse offense. That was a horrible fake, too. Like, they tried to fake it to that guy. He was like a yard from him, and he just kind of threw his hands up.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 9. Florida State will now play with a quarterback. Another horrible play fake. And he's going to throw it deep downfield. Looks like he overthrew him, though. He did. Incomplete.
Damn.
Switch.
You've eaten with me. I mean, how do you feel about it? Yep, he was just about a yard overthrowing him. Maybe a yard and a half.
But fair is fair. You're not. You're not a good cheer.
All right, 3rd and 9 for Florida State. See if they can convert here. They're on their own, 38. A lot of pressure. Throws incomplete. Even if he caught it, he would have been about a half yard short. Sea-Dog, did you wash your hands? 4th and 9 Florida State. You did?
Yeah. I'm not a monster.
So you've eaten with me before. All these people in the chat saying they couldn't eat with Rec. I mean,
Why not?
Were you put off by because I don't use condiments. Like you guys, you big condo guys, you know, it's not okay that you eat condiments. I also have to eat them.
No, man. If you want to eat like a 4-year-old, I mean, it doesn't bother me none.
You know what 4-year-olds do? They put half a bottle of ketchup on their plate if you're not looking at them. And then they drench everything in it. Grown people with mature palates don't need that.
I suppose.
Hi from UK. Let's go, Knowles. All right. Appreciate it, Ashley. Good to see you in here.
Let's go Noles, baby.
All right. So Georgia will take over after the punt on about the 18-yard line. Excited to
I'm
see.
eating Bucky Nuggies.
Oh, you brought those all the way from up north.
Not really. They're the Buckies are. It was the Buckies like an hour from me in Calhoun.
Okay. 1st and 10, Georgia. They'll hand it off right up the middle, and he'll get about 3 yards out of that. Sea-Dog said Rec eats like a 4-year-old. That was cold. It was cold. I mean, that's that big condo, nonsense. That's like people that drink LaCroix or whatever that is, like these snooty people. 2nd and 7 for Georgia. And they'll hand it off. He'll get to the outside, and he'll get a 1st down out of it, and then a few yards. It's about 10 out of it. B-Bean says, I've never been to a Buc-ee's. It's a little jarring at first when you walk in there. It's like a gas station that's a mall.
We got this. Well, I take that back. We didn't go to the one in Calhoun. We went to the new one in Tennessee in Sevierville.
Georgia throws way downfield,
Oh,
nearly
picked.
Almost
Oh.
picked. Let him way too far inside.
But it was the biggest Buc-ee's ever. So
Were you
it was
impressed?
yeah, it was impressive. Yeah.
What was the weirdest thing they had in there? Because
I mean, it's more like what don't they have in there? It's like,
yeah, like they have like bedazzled steer heads and stuff. Be 2nd and 10 for Georgia after that incompletion. 46 seconds to go in the first. Georgia's going to throw again. Quick throw, complete. Big game for Georgia. And Florida State, it's weird. When a Georgia player catches a ball, Ladd McConkey is playing, by the way. He just caught that ball. It's like they're not that interested in tackling these wide receivers for Georgia. I mean, look, after he catches this ball, they're like feathering him. I don't get it. 1st and 10 for Georgia. Across midfield, they'll run it up the gut. One broken tackle, and he's still on his feet all the way inside the 10. They still don't get him down. He's pushed out of bounds at about the 5. You know what? The hell with you guys with your 4-year-old bullshit, okay? I'm not 4. I'm a grown man. I'm 40. And I don't like ketchup. I can't believe you did that to me, dude. You know how I feel about this. What, are you going to start writing left-handed now? Is that what it's going to be? You probably loved that toilet. You probably loved it.
What?
You've turned my own people against me.
I just clogged the toilet.
That's not surprising.
And your wife is not surprised.
Yeah, I'm the known toilet clogger.
Dang, dude. That's all them condiments, dude. That's what that'll do to you. That's what that'll do to you. Man, when I flush 1 second and we're clear. With you condiment dudes, you better get that plunger out. You're gonna have a long day.
Yeah. Oh, hang on, getting a call.
It's probably the plumber. I want to know why Florida State is not tackling in this game. That's what I want to know. There's a Buc-ee's being built in Cartersville, supposed to be the biggest one yet. Oh, man. That's not far from us, Sea-Dog. Yeah, it's like an hour. Isn't that where Trevor Lawrence is from, too? Do you think they're going to have like a Trevor Lawrence display in that Buc-ee's? Pretty sure he's from Cartersville. Hey. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. I wonder if that was the same person that called Sea-Dog. They're trying to throw us off our game. Trevor Lawrence is from Cartersville. That's what I thought. That's exactly what I thought. Can't be holding you tonight. All right, so Georgia about to score again, make this 14-0. Not looking good. Who was that on the phone? Don't worry about it. If I told you, I'd have to kill you. First, what is that? First, last? Shh. We don't know who's listening. We don't know who's listening. Interviewing Norvell, he looks like he just got out of a 14-round fight. He looks pretty disappointed. We still in the first quarter? 4-0 bet. What are you talking about? All right, we're in the second quarter now. What was the challenge? All right, Georgia will hand it off up the middle, and he is untouched again. Once again. All right. Well, Florida State's going to have to do something. They're going to score some points and figure out how to play defense, and in a hurry. First play in the second quarter, Georgia scores with a 5-yard run. Florida State getting kind of manhandled up front thus far. What was the challenge, B-Bean? I got to know what I'm agreeing to. The consequences? Oh. Well, you don't know. And I'm not telling. Georgia will hit the extra point. So to start this, what the world? To start the second quarter, Georgia goes up 14-0. Will we get to add a lawsuit to our lawsuit tracker? Will ESPN now sue Florida State for the number of opt-outs? So Bowers is there. He's not dressed out. I don't blame him. There's no advantage to Bowers playing in this game. None. Oh boy. Let's get this. Let's continue playing some football here. I didn't watch this game to look at the sidelines of who was wearing a jersey and not pads. So Georgia will kick it off, 14:57 to go in the second quarter. And it'll go into the end zone, and he'll knee it for a touchback.
All right, I'm back. Plumber says it's bad news. The toilet is totaled.
You totaled the toilet?
Totaled it. Yeah.
Dang, dude. Is your insurance going to cover it?
Is my insurance going to cover it? No, they won't cover me, man.
Dang.
It says that happened too many times.
You've reached your policy max of toilet totals.
I got to where I couldn't afford it, man. My policy, it was exorbitant rates.
All right, you take over.
I don't want to.
Oh, that's fun. That's fun.
On the 25. Oh, God. The greatest offense. He's going to fake handoff, roll it out. He's under. He actually completes the freaking first down to his man.
They're giving him the business.
They get up to the 40. They're going to try to hurry up, it looks like.
Yeah, they got to score here, I think, to stay in it.
Hand. A nice throw on the run.
That's a good ball.
Yeah. 1st and 10 on the 42, on their own 42. This might be the furthest they've got this game. Fake handoff again. He hails it deep. Oh, shit. Oh, my
He
God!
caught it! What a throw. And you didn't want to call this.
Down at the 2. I'll be damned. What a nice throw, man. Wow.
What a catch, dude.
Yeah, dude. Wow.
Damn, that looked like me.
Oh, man. He was covered, too. He was covered well and still caught it. That was just a perfectly placed ball. Wow.
Perfect throw and catch.
Yeah.
All right, now you gotta punch it in now, though.
Yeah, 1st and goal from the 3. Oh, my God, dude. He's going to keep it himself. Got the blocker. He tries to cut in, but gets met. That'll be a loss of a yard.
Dang. It looked like it was like there was a pass option in that. I don't know.
They cannot settle here for a field goal. It's just not going to happen. It just, they need to go for it on 4th if they're going to, if it comes to that. Dude, sweet chair, man.
Oh, Papa Rhett got me that.
I love it, dude. It's so freaking cool. All right, they're at second and goal from the 4. Looks like they'll probably pass here. Takes a snap, drops back, looking, fires, incomplete.
I don't like
He
that.
had a man wide open too. That sucks.
Yeah, he threw to the double covered man. Yeah. Come on now.
Jordan Travis on the sidelines there.
The chair is there.
Third and go. Third and go. Come on. Come on. Third and go. Drops back to pass again. Looking. Pocket collapses. Fires. Incomplete again. Damn. 4th goal. You better go for it. This is brutal.
Norvell looks quite disappointed and defeated already.
This is brutal, man. This is fucking.
I don't
mean,
really
this is-
understand like 2 or 3 straight passes from your
Yeah.
own from Georgia's 4
Yeah.
with a third string quarterback.
They're kicking a field goal. Why? I don't know, man. That seems like such a waste. Anyway, they
He
make
hits it. So
They're on
Florida
the board, I
State gets on the board.
No, I didn't go for it.
Even Sea Dog's wife's like, what are they doing?
Yeah, you're not gonna. I mean, normally I'd say can't just take the points, but like this is it's a special circumstance. I think you go for it, and then if you don't make it, you've lost. So
Jeez.
do not let Sea Dog poop in your house. No, please let me poop in your house. Please let me poop in your
You
house.
didn't total my toilet.
I promise it will be everything will be okay.
You cannot say the playoff committee was correct, dude. Most of their opt-outs are because of them getting snubbed. Like, this is not the same team that was considered when the playoff committee chose teams.
Right.
I'd expect that from a condiment eater.
You
Comment
can't
like
just
that.
leave out. You can't just leave out an undefeated team. I really don't care what. I mean, over unless there's 5 undefeated teams. That's the only situation they should have been left out. I mean, this is Power 5 football. You can say ACC's weak, whatever it is. Well, ACC's got a winning record over the SEC. I'd like to point out 7-4. So
I stand by my statement. Well, I wouldn't admit that to people that I respect. A burger sauce, a condiment? You mean like that remoulade sauce or whatever? It's like orange? No, yeah, absolutely it is. And it's gross. They're not the same team from the time they were considered. I mean, what is so difficult to understand about that? I'm not a hypocrite. I know that a lot of you can't understand this. Like, I do think things through. Y'all just kind of shoot from the hip. Like when y'all play Red Dead Redemption 2, you never aim. You just hip fire. And let me ask you this. This is the nail in the coffin of that. If this was an SEC team, would they have gotten left out with the same circumstances? And they wouldn't have. So who's the hypocrite?
I don't care if Alabama's running their running a wide receiver at quarterback and the Wildcat. They're not getting left out of the playoffs.
I don't care if Saban's playing quarterback for them. They get let out. Florida State will kick it off. It'll be a touchback. Answer the question, B-Bean. Would this happen to an SEC team with the same circumstances? Don't just dodge it because it's inconvenient for your argument.
Hell no. Hell no.
All right. No, they wouldn't. Come on. You're out of your mind.
Bruh.
But you weren't honest in your answer. You know the truth.
All right, Georgia, they're going to do something. Dump it off to a man. He tries to hurdle like a freaking loser and doesn't work.
Yeet.
They get the first down.
He yeeted him.
Yeah. So,
Damn, he kneed him in his face mask.
I forgot Wanya Thomas's brother plays for
Georgia throws way downfield. Complete.
oh my god.
About a 40-yard throw there. 35, 40-yard throw.
Azaria Thomas is playing for Florida State today.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
What do you mean I can't handle the truth? If you really think an SEC team would be left out, then you don't know what you're looking at. Why wasn't Ohio State left out? They both won their conference championship, and Ohio State had a loss. Man, Florida State's struggling. Georgia in the red zone.
Yep.
Jeez.
First and 10 from the 15. This is bad.
Yeah, Florida State showing blitz.
Handoff. He's going to get the touchdown. Yeah.
Man. What are you doing, Florida State? Stop making me look bad.
Florida State 4-stringers. What's wrong with you guys? Just sad.
What's up with Florida State's defense? Well, half of them opted out. That's the problem.
Yeah, they're all gone.
That would be the problem.
Brr.
4 plays, 75 yards. And they'll hit the extra point to make it 21-3. Really glad Florida State decided to kick the field goal.
No kidding.
What excuses? You seem to me as a guy that will call facts excuses. This is not good. This is not good at all.
Kind of saw us coming.
Yeah, and what's going to happen, and I'm glad B Bean brought this up. Now what people are going to say is like, see, the playoff committee got it right, obviously.
Yeah, no. This still doesn't make it right.
No, it doesn't. And if Florida State was in the playoffs, they wouldn't have had the opt-outs they had. Total yards 272 to 101. Wow. Not good.
Go on, Lucy. You're fat.
You're fat. Your cat's fat.
Yeah, my cat. She's too fat.
Will we see a comeback?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I hold the players responsible for quitting on their program. Yeah, I mean, you can't say they didn't quit. I mean, they definitely did.
Yeah, they sure did.
If the FSU quarterback was not hurt, they'd be in the playoffs. Well, I mean, that's a dumb metric.
Yeah.
Especially when they've done the exact opposite in the past. So we can agree to disagree, BB, and that's fine. Some people agree with me. Some people are wrong. And you have to admit, though, that the rules change year to year, and no one knows what they are. Is that problematic to you? I mean, I think it is. So if one of the metrics is one of your main starters is out, or having your starting quarterback is out, then that should be known. That should be written down as, okay, this is a metric to qualify for the college football playoffs.
Right. Yeah, that is a big issue. That is just like we were under the impression that you win all your games, and I mean, it's not even about that. It's really what it is they didn't want to leave the SEC out.
Because Cardell Jones went 59-0. Okay, so then how many points do you have to win by with your backup? Like, you see how this gets really dumb really quick?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What it is was just an excuse. I mean, they didn't actually like.
It's not in their rules. You're wrong about that. Florida State will take the kickoff and fumble, and Georgia's going to recover. And Georgia's going to get it on the 26. Unbelievable. Post me a link in the rules where it says if your starting quarterback is out, that definitely disqualifies you from the playoffs. FSU going to sue the Dogs for abuse? They might. They might sue. Yeah, it's definitely a fumble. Google it. No, this is your argument. I'm going to Google your supporting facts. Google it. Speaking of excuses and weak-ass arguments, Google it. All right, 1st and 10 for Georgia here with a short field after the fumble. They're going to go under center, throw a quick – they're going to do a wide receiver pass. Nothing's there. He's going to run it, and Florida State, again, is not interested in tackling tonight. He's still on his feet. Missed tackle, touchdown, Georgia, it looks like.
Oh, my God. I could have scored against them there, dude. Jeez. This is pitiful.
This is bad. This is bad.
Pitiful.
Of course it isn't written that way. Yeah, you say it. You say that after you asked me to Google it, and you probably looked and saw it's not in there. But excuses, though, B-Bean. Excuses. What in the world, dude? This is embarrassing. This is absolutely embarrassing. Julian is at the game? What team do you root for, and what's it like there? And are you holding a drink without spilling it? Georgia will hit the extra point, make it 28-3, man. This game isn't looking all that good, Julian.
Oh, man. Yeah. Yeah. Not so good.
I mean, how did they score on this? He went all the way across field. He was trying to throw it. Goes all the way across field. They have him. Defensive end missed a tackle. There's 2 missed tackles. And then this other Florida State guy just starts running straight toward the end zone. Buzz with the $5 says, and this is why I disagree with opt-outs other than juniors or seniors going to the league, and dumbass UGA fans going to use this as the ACC sucks, bro. Well, they definitely will. I don't know how. I mean, you can't say some kids get to opt out and some kids don't. And you can't force someone to play when they don't want to. I mean, it is unfortunate, though. Appreciate the $5, by the way. Florida State will take the kickoff, and they won't fumble. Specifically refers to unavailability of key players that may have affected a team's performance during the season.
That is a stupid metric.
So
That should not be in it.
May. You know why they word it that way, B-Bean? To hamstring an SEC team in there.
Yeah.
That's why.
May.
That's exactly why.
That's a very dumb set of criteria, though. That should not be the criteria.
Don't you love a rule that says may, kinda, sorta, could be, estimate? That's a good rule, isn't it? You know what that is? What that isn't? A rule. If it's not clear, like, okay, this is the deciding factor, then it's a horrible rule.
It's a stupid rule in the first place, even if it is. Even if the rule is you should definitely be out if you don't have your starting quarterback. That's a horrible rule.
and a fact that they wouldn't apply it to an SEC team to lose them out.
Yeah.
All right, Florida State will run Wildcat now. And still on his feet, almost across midfield. I hate Florida State fans because they are spoiled. Well, I mean, they've eaten shit for a while up to this year, man. I don't know how spoiled they are.
There's a lot more spoiled fans out there. I'll tell you that.
Life's not fair. Suck it up. Then you admit that it's BS if you're saying it's not fair. Like, things not being fair in life and competitive sports are two different things. Can you see that?
Yeah. If you win your games, you're supposed to. I mean, I know college football isn't supposed to be fair. It never has been fair, but it's not like.
And they'll run Wildcat again.
Just rigged is what it is.
Yeah, then you kind of admit, okay, it's rigged.
Yeah.
Florida State got the benefit in the past, but not this year. Does that justify it being correct? I mean, that's like saying, hey, I slapped you yesterday, but I didn't slap you today. So what? Why are you pissed off at me? I'm evolving to lawyer wreck. You better watch out, B-Bean. Lawyer wreck in the house. Objection. Stupidity.
Yeah. There's a lot of stupidity when it comes to the people who are arguing that Florida State shouldn't have been in the playoffs.
What's going on, Steven? Good to have you in here. 2nd and 2. They'll go Wildcat again. This guy's pretty nifty. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, though. It's going to be 3rd and 2. All people were not allowed to play before 1970, but schools claimed natties then. What are you talking about, dude? So now you're going back. I don't really know what you're talking about. Buzz with a $2 says FSU first down counter 4 right now. All right, we'll get the FSU first down counter. I said $5, but you're the first one, so I'll put it on there. FSU first downs. And they're going to throw on 3rd and 2 complete. Maybe not, though. He looked like he was out of bounds when he caught it. They're still going to be a yard short. Yes, you do. What are you talking about? I love going back and forth with you, BB, but like I said, there's people that agree with me and people that are just flat out wrong. Those are the only two options.
Yep.
Oh, what's going on, BC? I hadn't seen you in here in a while, man. Good to see you in here. Fourth and 1. So they're going to go for it here at midfield, but not when they were 4 yards from scoring. Okay. I agree with going for it here, by the way, but they're going to take a timeout to think about it. 7:34 to go in the second. And one of the most unwatchable games of the year thus far. This has to be the most unwatchable. At least with Ohio State, Missouri, it was like competitive.
You know what was watchable was the freaking Arizona-Oklahoma game. That game was awesome.
I've missed these games, dude. What am I doing?
Yeah, you're blowing it.
I'm sorry. Lo siento,
You're blowing it.
as the Hispanics would say.
Yeah, they would say that.
And to Florida State, they would say, ¿Cuál es tu problema? Tú tienes muchos problemas.
Yep.
Which means, what the F are you doing? It's not a direct translation, but.
Right.
Taylor Swift is your girlfriend? Santa, a big fat man? Okay. Are you a Georgia fan? I'm not understanding.
What is going on in the comments?
I don't know, dude. I'm quite confused. Jeff Brown wants to know, are you going to burn the hat after the game?
Nah. I didn't expect. This is like the least mad I've ever been over a Georgia win because I mean, obviously it sucks. I'd rather Florida State win, especially with the playoff argument and everything. But, like,
Yeah.
I mean, I saw this coming. I mean, Florida State's got – they've got their entire team not playing, so it's like, what do you do? You beat the freaking fourth string of Florida State. My freaking high school team could do that.
B-Bean, I'll bet you every bit of money I will ever make in my life that will not happen. And I'll even put it up against whatever you're going to make in your life. How about that? I'm not looking forward to the rest of this game. I am looking forward to some brats with no nasty sauerkraut on them.
Yeah, I could miss the sauerkraut, but yeah, I love me some brats. Stuff's good. I see you're catching on to the naming.
Well, I don't want to hear your vitriol against bratwurst.
Hey man, you agreed with me that German food wasn't any good.
Yeah, but really what I'm talking about is like when you go to Helen and you go to one of those German restaurants and it just looks like vomit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why would I pay? And they charge you like $30 for us.
Yeah.
They used to have a thing in Helen where you could throw like apples at bears in this pit, which looking back on it seems pretty bad.
Yeah. Apples at bears.
Yeah, they'd give you like little fruit you could buy, and there was these bears in this pit where they couldn't get up to you, and they would just stand there with their mouths open. You'd throw it at them, and they'd catch it.
Sounds cool.
4th and 1, they're going to do an end around Florida State, and they'll pick up the first down barely by about half a yard. Okay. All right.
This game sucks.
Is there another game on right now we can watch?
Jeez. I don't think there is, actually.
All right, they're going to do a play fake, another awful play fake. Got time. Oh, it's batted down.
Oh, my God.
He got messed up there. I don't think that was what was supposed to happen.
Go on, Lucy.
And I brought it up earlier. I think this has to do with the mustache. I think he'd play a lot better without that mustache.
Probably.
Oh, they were trying to run a wheel, and it just took too long to develop.
Quinn Ewers was playing a lot better without the mullet, right?
Yeah, I mean, those are facts. They're going to go Wildcat again. Someone's helmet come off. And they'll pick up, 4 or 5 there. Does FSU still want to be in the playoff? They don't want to be in this game, I can say that. That's pretty sweet with the helmet flying off. 3rd and 6 for Florida State. You know how many third downs they've converted? 0.
0. Wow.
They're 0 for 5 on third down conversions.
Wow.
We'll see if this one will be any different. They're going to throw. Throws deep.
No.
Caught, but it looked like he was out of bounds.
Oh.
Be 4th and 6.
Oh, man.
Mike just asked a great question. I answered it. That was close. That was close. They've been doing this thing this year, though, where they're forcing you to use a timeout to review a play. Remember when that happened to us, Sea-Dog?
Oh, my God. I didn't agree with that at all. It was weird.
I don't know that he didn't catch that. It looked like his left foot might have been in. Let's look at his left foot.
Yeah, he was in.
I think that's a catch. What do you think in the chat? Was that a catch? Because it looked like he had possession. Let's see. That looks like a catch, bro. Legit. Did he control that? It looked like when it hit his hands, he had pretty good control of it. Oh, I don't know. On the ground, it looked like that ball was turning. I mean, right as of there, it looks like a catch.
Yeah.
He hits the ground. I mean, how does this work though when you're out of bounds? Like, this is always what's weird with like catch not catch is like how long do you have to control it?
I think that's a catch, man. I don't know. That's it did turn, but he still had it. I don't know. I'd give it to him. I would give it to him.
Give him the catch.
Give it to him, dude. That shit was cool.
That shit was cool. After review, turns out that shit was cool. Catch.
Give it to him, dude. Don't be lame. Don't be lame. Give it to him.
I can't hear, so we'll see if I can suss this out.
Incomplete. No,
It's incomplete.
Damn it. Damn it.
Oh,
Lame.
Riri. Oh, Riri.
That was a catch, dude.
They're saying that right there is why.
These refs suck.
All right, 6:04 to go in the second. They're going to go for it 4th and 6. About 5 yards across midfield. All right, they'll throw. Got time. Throws it quick.
Oh!
Incomplete. Turnover.
Oh, thought he had that. I thought he had it.
You're picking FSU over Tech in 2024? Well, probably most people will. That's not controversial. I will say this, underdog Tech on the road, and I know that counts as a home game is nonsense. That's really a road game. Key's pretty good on the road being a big underdog, and we will be. What an ugly stadium. Three touchdowns in Georgia's last 7 offensive plays. Jeez. All right, 1st and 10 for Georgia. They'll run a wide receiver sweep. And that's one of the best Florida State defensive plays we've seen in the past 10 minutes. About a 3-yard gain. We might have to update our lawsuit counter.
Lawsuit counter?
Yeah, I've got a lawsuit counter. Georgia will run it, and they'll get a 1st down.
God dang, it's already 20-3. Man, this is rough.
Whew. Did Florida State get another 1st down? How many 1st downs does Florida State have?
Well,
oh, deep ball by Beck. That's pass interference, most likely. Yep.
boo.
Just based off that, I agree with it.
What? To look at the plan.
Let me see a replay of this, though. It looked like pass interference.
To look at it.
Yeah, that's 100% pass interference. He basically tackled him before the ball got there. Doodle-doo.
You can hear that?
Yeah. Yes, I could. All right, 1st and 10 for Georgia after the penalty. Play action. They'll throw it to 4 on the. Oh, they pick up a 1st down. They'll be in the red zone. Florida State has how many first downs? There's always this heart in the bottom right of the thing, so I can never see the most recent comment.
Yeah.
Has 6 first downs. Okay. So I guess at halftime what we'll do is an over-under first down total for Florida State. We'll probably put it at 10. No, we'll put it at 15.
Give me the under.
We'll see what they end up with in the next 4 minutes. $3:50 to go in the before half. Georgia got the ball on Florida State's 12 or 13 here. They're going to throw quick. Little screen, tunnel screen, and he won't be touched. The last 3 touchdowns have the Georgia player has not even been touched. And I can't remember the last time I saw a team score 35 and a half, but I'm seeing it tonight. That red heart is the dumbest software change. It's so dumb. I can never see the most recent comment. See if they make it 35-3, and they do. Does ESPN have like win-loss odds right now? I want to know what it is for Florida State. 2%?
It's probably one of those where you can't like bet it.
Yeah, because if it happened and someone bet enough, you would like bankrupt that betting service.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is awful.
Yeah.
I'm
pretty
irritated.
Awful. Pretty awful.
I have to watch this game, and then they keep showing John Travolta Santa.
Hey, John Travolta Santa's awesome.
It looks dirty. I'm like unsettled. One, he's heavier than I am now, and that's rough.
Well, he's good for Santa now, right?
Yeah, but then he's doing Saturday Night Fever Santa too. This is not fun. I need you guys to make this more fun. I will update the lawsuit counter. Preemptively, I think there will be a third lawsuit now that comes out. And I think we might have to update the opt-out counter at halftime. I think the rest of Florida State's team might opt out, and they have to bring fans in to suit up in the second half. Jeff Brown wants to know what happened to the TCU hat last year.
What happened to it?
Yeah.
It's with the rest of my hats.
We still have a shirt that doesn't make any sense for us to have anymore.
You people need to get caught up on the Sea Dog lore.
I know, and people are being disrespectful to the Sea Dog lore.
I got rid of all those hats because I was causing them to win. And thanks to me not wearing their hats this year, they didn't make the playoffs. So.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
You're welcome.
Last season, there was a missed field goal right at the stroke of midnight.
Was that the Georgia game?
Oh, that was Ohio State. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could have kicked a better field goal than that. I'm certain of it. By the way, I got some Raycons for Christmas.
Oh, that's the what every YouTuber is
Right there.
is promoting, right?
I'm not even paid to promote it. That's why I'm the dumbest YouTuber alive. I promote all this stuff I don't get paid to do. But
Damn it.
that's how much I hate the AirPods. That's how much I hate them. These are waterproof and they're
Yeah.
good for like 50 hours or something ridiculous.
I thought they were literally like only for
Change the channel.
Dang. Mrs. Sea Dog is not happy with this game. And I don't blame her.
I don't like when they put on his face.
What'd she say?
She said she doesn't like when they put on Carson Beck's face.
Yeah, no one does. If you had to make a horror film on a budget, you could just snip all these clips of his face, and it would be the most effect. It would be better than Blair Witch, because you'd actually show the monster. 2nd and 6 for Florida State. I want to update our first down counter. They're not in the Wildcat. You must be behind, or I'm behind. All right, they're going to throw, and he's getting blown up. He gets out, throws downfield, complete. Hey, another first down in this game just happened right now. They want to know how you proposed.
Did you hear that, man? I totally foobarred the freaking proposal to my wife.
Oh, no.
I foobarred it, dude. I took her to Brasstown Ball, which, if you don't know, is the highest point in Georgia.
Yeah.
And it was like a whole camping trip, which we're never going camping again. Camping sucks.
Yeah, I could have told you that.
Well, it was awful. We went to we were at this campground the night before, and it was like raining and cold, and we had a little tent that we were staying in, and we brought this air mattress, and we were sleeping on that, and it like deflated. So we like woke up in the middle of the night. We were sleeping on the rocks. It was on rocks, like the little campground area thing. So we were like sleeping on rocks, and like this dude came over. Like, it was before bed, but he came over with an axe, and he was like, "Hey, you guys, just wanted to let you know, I saw a bear over there." You know, so we're like worried about this bear all night, and we wake up in the middle of the night. We're sleeping on the rocks because our freaking mattress deflated, and I'm snoring, and my wife thinks it's the bear.
What do you sound like when you snore that you got confused for a bear?
It was bad, I guess. So that was fun. That was the morning. So we woke up that morning, and we did our little hike, and it was fun. We got up to the top of Brasstown Bald. We freaking hiked it like dummies.
So you're gassed when you get up there.
Yeah. And we get up there, and I'm all ready to freaking propose. When we get to the top so we can see the view. I'm acting weird, yeah. I'm ready to propose because I'm like, we're about to get to the top. And
yeah,
we get to the top, ready to see this beautiful view, but it was raining, so it was all cloudy, and it looked like shit. It looked like shit, dude. It was all clouds and foggy and shit. I'm like, dude. I'm like, so I'm like, damn. I'm like thinking, I'm like, should I not propose? Like, like.
You were thinking of aborting the plan.
Yeah, but the problem is I had told everybody that we were going there to propose, so I would have to have like called everyone and told them like don't say anything because they were all going to be like, "How did it go?" You know. And
I would have not proposed and not told them, and then everyone's
Right.
excited and they're happy about our hike. They're
I
psyched
didn't
for
want
it.
anybody to say anything, so I was like, damn, like what do I do? And she's like, what's wrong? You weren't going to propose or anything, were you? I was like, fuck. She has like a superpower of sniffing out when I'm trying to surprise
She knew.
her. So
What was he doing that made you think he was about to propose? What tipped it for you?
He was just being really strange and quiet and all this in his mind.
I was trying to figure out what to do.
Yeah.
There was a ton of people there too.
Yeah.
And
There's a ton of
that's why
people there.
I said it was because I was joking, but I had no idea you
Yeah, I thought it would be like a little lonely. Like we got up there and we were alone, but then like a bus full of people pulled up.
I meant it strictly as a joke. I had
Yeah,
no
she was joking.
Man.
I was like, yes, I was gonna propose. And
Have you
she-
thought about proposing
I didn't
again?
say it outright, but
sad.
yeah, I was like, oh my god. And she was like, it's
And
okay.
he started walking back down.
Yeah, we walked back anyway. It's anticlimactic. We walked back down, and like on the way back, we found somewhere a little bit private, and I proposed. So I did. I totally freaking fucked it up.
Did you look like Mike Norvell looks right now? Like, was it a defeated thing?
Yeah, yeah, it was bad.
So have you thought about re-proposing? Like, to try and relive the moment in a better light?
Now, to make up for it, I did surprise her during our first dance. I
What'd you
I,
do? The icky shuffle or something?
No, she picked out the song, but there's like two versions of it. It was "Make You Feel My Love," but Adele sings it. She wanted that version, but I wanted the Bob Dylan version. So what I had to do, yeah, what I had to do. Make you feel my love. She didn't like the Bob Dylan version, but
You said you could play
she
it, though.
she compromised and so we decided to do that. But I had the DJ started out with the Bob Dylan version, and then he like switched to the Adele version like in the middle of the song.
Oh, you hit a swerve on her.
Yeah, I
That's
did.
ballsy. That's a
Yeah.
ballsy move.
And she was so surprised and she cried. It was awesome.
Okay. Did you feel a redemption arc, Mrs. Sea Dog? There, did that
Yeah.
make up for it?
I think that's the only surprise she's ever gotten.
Not true. I'm about to surprise you with your Christmas present.
Dang, that's rough. That's the only thing he ever did that surprised me.
Yeah, she's lying. I've just gotten better at hiding my surprises.
Yeah, you're so surprised you don't
She's
know.
gotten better at detecting them, so we keep having to up the ante and raise the bar. I have to keep getting more and more secretive and surprising when I'm trying to surprise her.
But she sniffed you out. Have you gotten better at being sneaky?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I am better now.
Except when you went to Nukes and got.
Dang it! I totally freaking see. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's so good at sniffing out, dude. Like,
At
I
Nukes.
went. My freaking last Christmas, my freaking lady that cuts my hair she posted on Facebook that she had a guinea pig that she was trying to find a new home for. Oh my God! Florida State takes a sack and
And a
fumbles it.
flag. Yeah, don't. This
But-
is more interesting. Go ahead.
But last Christmas, this is an instance where I failed at surprising her.
Sounds like it happens a lot.
Well, I get one over on her, but she's not going to admit it. But I do manage to surprise her. Well, she's about to admit being surprised by what I got her this Christmas. But anyway, she wanted the guinea pig because she grew up having guinea pigs, so she loves guinea pigs. And my lady that cuts my hair was giving it away, and so she asked. She was like, "Can we get it? Can we get it?" And I was like, "No, we have too many animals, and no, I just don't think that we need any right now." But then I thought about it more, and I was like, "Well, maybe we'll maybe I'll get it for her for Christmas and surprise her."
Yeah.
So me and Cameron go to get this guinea pig from the lady that cuts my hair, and she was while she was working, and I get it and everything, and then I was like out, and then this place Nukes was freaking right by the place that she works, that my lady. Oh, in Florida State Bout picks it off, but
Yeah, stop looking at that. Continue.
I was like, well, I'm freaking hungry. I'm gonna get a sandwich from here, and then I was like, but she always gets mad at me for eating out like too much,
Yep.
So I thought if I offered to get her a sandwich, that it would make her kind of
Not be mad at you eating your
Right.
sandwich. Yeah.
Right. So I asked her if she wanted a sandwich, but since Nukes is right next to the lady that cuts my hair's work, she figured out that I was over there, and I didn't come back with a haircut. So she
Wow.
figured out that I went and got the guinea pig because I came back.
Why didn't you get a haircut? Just
Well,
like,
that
hey,
would have
man,
been even more suspicious. If then she would have known for sure that I was at getting the guinea pig, but I don't know. I didn't want to cut my hair either, dude. You know me.
Well, I mean, you
Iconic sea dog hair.
You gotta think these things through.
I totally blew it, man.
You gotta storyboard it out before you get there.
Yeah, you're right. So I blew it last year. This year, though, I've been very secretive. So.
Oh my God, Georgia's probably gonna go up 42-3.
Yeah.
Before the
This is
half.
bad. Hey, speaking of that, I gotta go finish up her present. So
All
I
right,
think I'm gonna jump off here. All right.
that sounds good.
It's been real and it's been fun, but it ain't been real fun.
That's true.
See ya.
See ya, man. All right, now I gotta fix my thing. I mean, is this even worth doing for the second half? I don't know if it is. And without Sea Dog's stories of failure as it pertains to surprising his wife, I mean, what are we even going to talk about? What are we even going to talk about, guys? Do. Plus, Mini Rex coming over, and she's not so apt to allowing me to do this. When you have a small child, they kind of demand all of your attention. Plus, she's got all these Christmas gifts she's going to want to play with when she gets over here. Oh, touchdown. Look at that. Was he even touched again? Sea Dog. So we have another opt-out, guys. Sea Dog just opted out of this game. That's 39 opt-outs now. We'll have to update that. Don't worry, I'm not going to sue him over it. We don't need to update the lawsuit counter. This is the most unwatchable game I've ever seen. I'll stream on here until she gets here. Oh, it was just a little flat route they scored on. My proposal? Mine was equally as ineffective. Because I feel like for proposals, you need to try and avoid being really cliche. Because if you're really cliche, like what happened with Sea Dog, is they'll sniff it out. So I did it during Christmas one year. And it just fell really flat. It just fell really, really flat. Because like our whole family was over there. And so I had put her on the spot. Not that she was going to say no. I mean, she wasn't. But I did it with everyone watching. And that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. And from that, honestly, guys, like you hear how he brought up like, my wife gets mad at me for eating out too much. You know how you can avoid all of these issues? Don't be married. So, and I'm not hating on married people. But if you want to spend your money at your leisure and not be accountable to anyone, really what I'm describing is a slob. That's why I perform so well at the Slob Olympics, because I am a slob. You be single, and then you just do whatever you want, you know? All right, 24 seconds left. Florida State is going to throw another incompletion. Big. Dude, stop spamming that in the chat or I'll ban you, okay? I don't know if you've noticed, I've ignored everything you've said. Stop spamming that in the chat. But yeah, you can avoid that just by being single. Okay. I mean, is this where we're getting to, guys? Like, we just have to ban someone every stream because we don't know how to act like adults in here? That adds pressure. Yeah, that's a mistake. I also saw one guy who, the way he proposed to his girlfriend was he was a pilot. So he takes her up in like a little Cessna. And he acts like there's an engine failure. And so he's like, go look in the pilot manual. We need to go through the checklist. And in the pilot manual was like, will you marry me? Now that's the biggest mistake ever. Florida State just turned it over. We don't need to talk about that. You've got her in a terrified state, and you're going to ask her maybe the most life-changing question you're going to ask her. I think she ended up saying yes, but I don't care what the circumstances are. If I go up in a plane with you and you pretend like we're going to crash and you're messing with me, when we get on the ground, I'm kicking the crap out of you. Don't put me through that. Dude got the boot. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm pretty lenient, man. You can come in here and talk trash and say I'm fat and ugly and a whole bunch of stuff, but really, if you just annoy me, I'll kick you. True Seminole, man. I feel bad. He says, I'm fine. Mike Norvell has improved every season. I still want Norvell. Yeah, this doesn't mean anything for Norvell or really Florida State. Like, Florida State, like someone came in here earlier and saying like Florida State's the most entitled fans. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, they've been in the dumps for a while now, and they've just now got back to the level of football they're accustomed to playing at. I'd like it in a pressurized cabin. Well, I'm sure they weren't high enough that you don't need a pressurized cabin. That'd be like if you're above 10,000 feet. If I had to do it over again, I wouldn't do it over again. That's pretty much it. A kid recently asked a girl to the prom with the police involved, and he ran over a guy on a motorcycle. I mean, that's one way. Yeah, that's one way. By the way, the prom is really overrated. Do any of y'all remember anything about your proms? No. Rick, I just ate tacos with a load of condiments. Don't hate me. Well, I don't hate you. You guys are hating on me for not eating tacos with a load of condiments. That's the issue. Georgia Tech and Clemson are the best teams in the ACC right now. Kind of looks that way, doesn't it? Still ACC champions though. Suck it. Yeah, no, you're ACC champion. No one can ever take that away from you. Them's are facts. Them's are facts. We'll do an AMA. You can ask me anything, and if it's something that I can answer, I will. You didn't go to the prom? You're not missing nothing, dude. The best part of prom is when you leave it and the after party. That's the best part of prom. No, like 99% of prom is standing on a wall, eating whatever food they provide. We were just kidding with you about the condiments. I don't joke about food. Okay? There's a lot of things you can joke about in life. You know, your sexual preference, for instance, that's something good to joke about. But we don't joke about food. That's off limits. My childhood pets, I had a Dalmatian growing up. I had a Dalmatian named Lucy, and she was great. I wouldn't get a Dalmatian again. They're highly energetic, and they're a little bit aggressive. We should be in the playoffs. Well, then beat Alabama. Then you'd be in. That's the thing. Like, you can't say that because all I heard was how you were going to beat Alabama into the ground, and you didn't do it. And then all I heard after that was, well, we can't beat Alabama in the refs, which I heard when you played Tech. Can't beat Tech in the refs because you were embarrassed with that showing. So I don't really want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You act like you didn't control your destiny there. You did. No one cries more than Georgia fans. No one. Your favorite teacher from the past. I'll give you two. One was a guy named Jitendra Sharma. He was the first physics teacher I ever had. And he taught me a lot, actually, for my career. So he was rough. He didn't give a crap. One of the classes he asked, like, what are the units for acceleration? And someone said, like, meters per second. And he goes, no, man, that's velocity. And if you don't know, just don't say anything. And we all laughed, right? Acceleration is meters per second squared, distance by time squared. And he said, no. Don't laugh, because if you're in a meeting at work or something, if you're in the engineering field and you say something that's clearly stupid, no one is going to listen to you anymore. You're going to lose all respect. So I learned a lot from him. Other guy was a guy at Tech that, what was his name? He's retired now. He was so old and didn't care either. I forget his name, but he would say, like, all right, we're going to open multi-sim up. It's like a circuit simulation program. And he'd be like, if you don't know how to open up the program, transfer to UGA and major in hog slopping. Or he'd say, transfer to Emory and major in literature or something. He was great. Yeah, Sharma was great. The first thing he said, if you're going to be good at physics, you have to have love for physics in your heart. And I grew to love it. Maybe the network switches to a movie instead of the second half. Yeah, can we watch Hello Kitty Island Adventure instead? That would be great. That would be great. And that guy had degrees from Georgia and Georgia Tech, which was interesting. Sharma did. I tell you what else I learned from him, because he had this like eminent scholar tag on all his stuff. I was like, what's that about? And he goes, oh, well, they didn't pay me what I wanted to be paid. And so I said, if you wanted to pay me X amount, you would do it. You would find a way. Otherwise, I'm leaving. And so they made up this like moniker for him to justify paying him what he wanted to be paid. And that's something you can all learn. Whenever you go and ask for a raise or whatever, and they're like, no, we can't do it. We got to wait till next year's budget, all that BS. Then you ask, okay, well, like if Elon Musk wanted to come in here and work, would you have to find it in the budget? No. Okay, so it's a question of what you are willing to do and what you want to do. If you were willing to do it, you could give me the raise I want now. So keep that in mind. I learned that from Dr. Sharma. Tech still has more SEC championships than Georgia. Is that true? That might be true. You like theoretical physics, Vandy Dandy? Me too. Dinner with Jesus. I don't know. That last one didn't go too good. Yeah, last dinner he didn't go too well. Things kind of imploded after that. People don't know how to ask. You simply tell them a number. Yeah. And the best is when you're looking for a job. Now, this requires that you're not in a desperate situation. But yeah, you just say, this is what I need to make. This is the number. And people are like, oh, but what if they say no? Well, good. Then that's not the job for you. After this game, FSU will no longer have a winning record against the SEC. We'll be tied. Dang. What was my first job? This is funny because they used to be the sponsor of Clemson for a while. There was a place where I grew up called Fatz Cafe, F-A-T-Z Cafe. They were out of South Carolina, and they might have been based out of Clemson, South Carolina. That was the first job I ever had. And I was like 15. They let me work there when I was like 15 or 16. Because I was like, I want to go buy stuff. This is what I don't get about people who won't work. I wanted to go buy stuff without asking anybody. Like, I don't want to ask my parents for something. Like, if I want to go buy the new Nintendo thing, I just want to buy it. So I started working there, and I was the dishwasher. Yep, Fats Cafe. They've closed it now. I think Fats is out of business. I was the dish pit guy. I just stood in that chrome dungeon and washed dishes. And I was like, this is so easy. They're paying me to do this? This is the easiest job ever. And like people would walk out mid-shift. That's the other thing I learned. One of the roughest places you can work is in a kitchen. Those are some rough customers. Like I would go outside and people were selling drugs that worked there. And I was like this innocent 15, 16-year-old kid. And I learned a lot about life there. You didn't think it was going to happen when people said Georgia by 50. Well, they've half of their team opted out. Yeah, that was my first job, though. I enjoyed that job. In fact, here's the interesting thing is like the jobs that I've enjoyed the most in life have been the ones I thought I would hate the most. Like I worked at Papa John's too. And that's like the most fun I've ever had at a job was delivering pizzas at Papa John's. Like if you have to pay, like if I was like wealthy and like was getting divorced and had to pay alimony, I would make it where it scales with my income, my alimony, and then I go work at Papa John's. It would be genius. Can get slippery in the kitchen. It can. And in any kitchen, everyone is screwing everybody. That's what I learned too. Georgia is the best team in the nation and put some mustard and onion on your brats. Well, then why didn't you beat Alabama? It's kind of hard to say you're the best team when you've lost, isn't it? I took some supply. Oh, yeah. Well, that happens at every kitchen. I mean, because you're going to have leftover food. And I'll tell you this. Fats they had this calabash chicken that was really, really good. Did you ever make pizzas at Papa John's? I did. I did. It was so easy, and I enjoyed like just driving and not having to deal with people. But yeah, I made pizzas too. That was wild. That was a wild job too. I delivered the first pizza I ever delivered at Papa John's when I worked there. It was around the neighborhood I lived in, and this lady opened the door. This very, very overweight woman. She opened the door in like a bra and panties, and she was so overweight that it looked like a busted biscuit can. And she just opened the door like that, and I was just like, "Here's your pizza." Hold on one second, guys. Anyways, this game is lame because y'all are being more entertained by past jobs that I've had. So I'm going to end the stream. But I appreciate you all coming in. How old am I? I don't tell people how old I am because that, like, your birthday is a security question. So I'm not doing that. But anyways, y'all have a good one. This game might end up being 100